Hello everyone, welcome back. I want to talk to you guys today about this Ruger MPR. This is my most accurate rifle. Um, I hit a new personal best today. 3-shot group right there. Half an inch at 100 yards. Okay, so a half MOA group. Now, with this rifle, I will consistently hit 1-inch groups with match ammo. I shot this with the 77 grain Sierra Match Kings. I'll also routinely hit it with X-Tacs. I'll get inside of I'll get about 1 inch. Now getting inside of 1 inch, right, is hard, right? Even with the match grade ammo. The biggest variable getting inside of 1 inch is me. I mean, I'm just not always going to be, I'm not going to be shooting my best. So I'm a big variable when you're trying to get inside of 1 inch at 100 yards. The other variable is the wind, okay? When you're trying to get inside of 1 inch, wind will make a difference, right? If you're trying to hit a man-sized target at 100 yards, yeah, wind's not going to make a difference. Even if it's 10-mile-per-hour wind, it's not going to make a difference. You're still going to get inside. But if you're trying to get inside of 1 inch, wind, even a light wind, is going to make a difference. Okay, so a couple of other groups I did here today with the X-Tac. You can see 1 inch over there. Over here it opened up. I got about 2 inches over here. So that's X-Tac. That's X-Tac. This one over here is with the 77 grains. I'm at 1.5 inches. Okay. Over here, that's also with the 77 grains. That's 1 inch. So you got 1 inch there, and then you got the half inch down here. Okay, so excellent rifle. And here's the thing, this is a budget rifle. This is I bought this for about $620, right? This has a cold hammer forged barrel, 18-inch cold hammer forged barrel. The one issue with the 18-inch barrel is that it is front heavy, all right? It is a little bit front heavy, but it does give you a little bit more velocity. This does come with a muzzle brake that I took off. I hated the muzzle brake. It just made the gun unbearable. I mean, it just made it louder than it needed to be. The recoil is pretty much nothing. So I took off the muzzle brake. I put on the standard birdie cage, and it comes with a 2-stage trigger. Does it come with the stock? Yeah, I think it comes with the stock. It comes with this Magpul stock. Now I did put the ambidextrous charging handle on this because of the scope that I have on it. It's easier to grab. And now the scope that's on it is the Primary Arms M8, and this is a $1,500 scope, right? It's a $15 scope, probably $1,600 with the mount. So it's kind of funny. We got a $1,600 scope on basically a $600 rifle, and I've had people tell me that they've seen this for $500 from time to time. If you see this for $500, grab it. Don't even question it. Just grab it. $500, you got a rifle here that shoots half-inch groups at 100 yards. Grab it. Okay. Now, the scope that's on it is not going to make you a better shooter. I mean, I've shot 1-inch groups with this even when I had a dot with a magnifier. So I mean, you don't need a $1,500 scope to shoot this half-inch group. Now, but the interesting point here is, though, why do I have a $1,500 scope on a $600 rifle? Okay? Because here's the thing: the price. It's not a question of price, because this rifle here that shoots a half-inch group, this AR with the 18-inch cold hammer forged barrel. Yeah, today it's only $500 to $600, but if you were to go, let's say, back 15, 20 years, to get a rifle, an AR rifle specifically, that shoots like that, you would have had to pay $2,000 plus. Okay, so just because this costs $500 to $600 today doesn't mean that that's the value of the rifle, right? This is a rifle. The value of this rifle is a rifle that shoots a half-inch group at 100 yards. That's the value of the rifle, not whether it's you're paying $500 for it or you're paying $2,000 for it. Now, if you can get it for $500 or even $600, grab it. Okay. Now, interesting thing is the scope. Yeah, $1,500 scope. Basically, right now, as far as 1-to-8, this is what I think is like top of the line. As far as all the features that I need, right? With the it's able to do range estimation, wind holds. I mean, there are cheaper options out there, but I mean, I wanted a lot out of the scope. So the point I'm trying to bring out here is that the price difference, right, is affected by time. Okay, so I think that this is probably like, because here's the thing, let's put it this way. AR technology is not really advancing at a really rapid pace, all right? The AR-15 was developed back in the mid 1950s, and it's developed along the line. I mean, it's at a point right now where you got economies of scale. Lots of companies are making this, improving upon this, just doing fine tweaks to make it a little bit more accurate. Okay, the scopes, on the other hand, they're going through a much faster rate of development. Okay, so that's the difference in the price, right? Why the rifle is $500 to $600, whereas the scope is like $1,500. It's not to say that the two don't belong together, because it's a half MOA rifle. I think it deserves a good scope, and you don't need an expensive scope to be able to hit those groups. It's like, but the reason why I have is I'm not just looking to get, I'm not just looking for accuracy at 100 yards. I'm looking to shoot way beyond that, like at 500 yards plus with a 5.56, and be able to do range estimation, wind holds, that kind of stuff. So that's why I want it, but you don't need it. But I would definitely say grab the rifle. When you see this out there for $500 or even $600, grab it. Half-inch rifle, you're going to be happy with it. Recommend you take the muzzle brake off. You don't need it. It's annoying. Just put on a regular bird cage. To do that, what I did is I wrapped the barrel over here. I wrapped the barrel and I put this in the vise, like right here. I didn't even have to remove this. I was able to just get this corner over here in the corner of the vise, wrap this, and then put a wrench on it. Don't put this like between your legs, because then you'll torque the the receivers. Don't do that. Put the barrel, clamp this over here in the vise, wrap this, clamp this in the vise, then remove the muzzle brake and just put on a regular bird cage with a crush washer. But really happy with this. Definitely recommend this. This is like my best shooting rifle, half-inch. And I'm going to say that I'm planning to do a separate video over here. I mean, over here I've got a 223 Wild, right? So the 223 Wild is supposed to be a little bit more accurate. Now, I shot it today. The best group I got with the 223 Wild was 1.25 inches. Now, this barrel's got less than 50 rounds on it, so I don't know if there's a break-in period that I got to work through. I don't know, but I shot this back and forth a couple of times. I was definitely doing better with the Ruger MPR. Now this does have a couple of thousand rounds on it, probably 2,000 to 3,000 rounds at this point. I mean, this is not a gun that like I just sit there and just like blast away at targets at 30 yards. This is a barrel that I use mostly for distance shooting. Occasionally I'll put in a 22 conversion bolt though, just because of the scope that's on it. It gives me a chance to practice with the 22s at CQB distance with that scope. Well, anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. Make sure if you guys are interested in this Ruger MPR, go back and find my older videos. There's just search my channel name, whatever I've got above, or Pocono Shooting, or TSAFA, right? TSAFA, and Ruger MPR, right? If you search those two search terms together, you should find my videos on this Ruger MPR, where I've talked a lot about in the past. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you all soon.